More D&D multiclassing combos. Today we have a very specific one, Wild Magic Barbarian, Genie Patron Warlock with Pact of the Talisman. So very specific. A lot of our build choices have already been made for us. If I was going to go Barbarian Warlock, I would default to Pact of the Blade, build around using martial weapons, go a little splash of Barbarian, and then primarily be a Blade Pact Warlock. But you've got the medium armor, shield proficiency, constitution saves, so one level of Barbarian isn't a bad choice. A second level to get reckless attack similarly could be very effective if you build right. But since we're going for Pact of the Talisman, this is inherently a more defense-focused build than we would usually expect from a Barbarian, so we're going to do something odd here. So from Path of Wild Magic, we want their 6th level feature Bolstering Magic, which lets us touch a creature and give them, I think it's a D3 on like attack rolls, saving throws, a few other things, and that's a pretty great buff, and we get it proficiency bonus times per day, so we can use that and it'll scale with our total level, not just our levels in Barbarian. The Wild Magic surges, those are always unpredictable, and as much fun as those are, as much as I enjoy them, it's very difficult to optimize around them because you never know what you're going to get. To cover all of our bases, we need minimum 13 strength, 13 charisma. We want 14 dexterity so we can fill out half plate armor, and then as much constitution as we can afford. Since we're going for Pact of the Talisman instead of Pact of the Blade, we're going to rely on strength for attacks, which means we need bare minimum charisma so that we can afford points and everything else. So max strength, 14 dex, 13 charisma, and then whatever you can afford in constitution. From our warlock levels, I think our best bet is probably the Ifriti Genie, because they have the fewest concentration spells on their subclass spell list. So a typical turn 1, if we feel the need to cast a spell, which normally we won't, but you could cast a spell and then bonus action rage, and then hope for the best, really. But most of the time, we're going to be using those warlock spell slots for defenses that don't require concentration. Most importantly, Armor of Agathis. And then once we are high enough level in Warlock, and it's going to have to be fairly high level because we're taking 6 levels of Barbarian, Fire Shield is a really great choice on a Barbarian. If you have Armor of Agathis and Fire Shield, you've got a big pad of temporary hit points, you do a lot of retaliatory damage when creatures attack you, and you can use Reckless Attack to give everything advantage on attacks against you. So you might even skip full plate and just run around unarmored trying to draw attacks. But again, you're not going to be able to do that until fairly high level. So your best bet here is focus primarily on defenses, provoking attacks, tank for your allies, and use Pact of the Talisman, the bonus to failed dice rolls, to ability checks specifically, use that for grappling. So your primary focus is to defend your allies, pin down enemies, don't worry too much about damage because you're really just not built for it.